Last week we talked about the multiplexer block, and I gave you 3 examples that showed how you can use the multiplexer in your presets. Well, a few days ago there was a post in one of the Facebook fractal groups asking about how you can use an expression pedal in one scene as a volume pedal and as a wah pedal. That's a combination of 2 of the examples I gave last week, so I thought it would be great to set up one more multiplexer scene. All right, let's check it out. On July 11th, Jonathan Svard Sagerfors said, "Hi, on FM9 is there a way to use expression pedal 1 for volume block, but in one move disengage volume and engage wah without changing scenes? I want to activate the wah using the expression pedal and in the same time disengage the volume, and then disengage wah/engage volume in the same way." The most common answer was get emission SP1. But then it hit me that a multiplexer block would work perfectly in this situation, and you could use a regular expression pedal. I wrote out a detailed explanation for Jonathan, but when I looked at it, it looked complicated, and really it isn't. So Jonathan, this preset is for you. Let's open FM9 Edit. I put together a very basic preset to illustrate this example. Besides the in and out blocks, it has the volpan, wah, multiplexer, amp, cab, delay, and reverb blocks. The volpan block is using the volume type in channel A. The volume parameter is being controlled by the external 1 modifier, and auto engage is set to off. The wah block is using the Clyde type in channel A. The control parameter is being controlled by the external 1 modifier. Auto engage is set to medium speed. Now if we look at the multiplexer block on the grid, we can see that it has 3 different input paths. Directly from input 1, then input 1 feeding into the wah block, and then input 1 feeding into the volpan block. The multiplexer block is set up so that channel A is using row 5 for input. If we look at row 5, there is no effect there, so the expression pedal will do nothing when the multiplexer is set to channel A. Channel B of the multiplexer block is pointing to row 3 for input. If we look at row 3, we see that the volpan block is there. So the expression pedal will operate as a volume pedal when the multiplexer is set to channel B. Finally, channel C of the multiplexer block is pointing to row 4 for input. If we look at row 4, we see that the wah block is there. So the expression pedal will operate as a wah pedal when the multiplexer is set to channel C. Okay, so now we have 3 channels in use from the multiplexer block. In order to select different channels in the multiplexer in one scene, we need a foot switch. The multiplexer does fall under the effect category, but if you check your effects layouts, you won't find a switch set up for the multiplexer. So how do we get around that? Well, just like last week, we set up a per preset override. Click on the FC per preset tab. There are 24 per preset switches available, and all of them are blank. Let's assign per preset number 1 to select the multiplexer. Category is effect. Function is channel increment decrement. Effect is multiplex 1. Increment/decrement is +1. Wrap is turned on. Lower limit is A and upper limit is C. So what that means is when you select this preset, the multiplexer starts out using channel A. If you step on the multiplexer foot switch, it switches from channel A to channel B. If you step on it again, the channel switches from B to C. Step on it once more and it wraps back to channel A and starts over. In this preset, that means it starts out with no effect block, then uses the volpan block, switches to the wah block, and ends up back with no effect block. Okay, but where is our multiplexer foot switch? Well, click on FC Edit. Go to the effects layout, which is layout number 4, and select the phaser 1 switch function. I'm not using the phaser block in this preset, which makes it a good choice. Look over on the far right where it says per preset override. Click on the drop-down menu where it says none and click on per preset number 1. Remember, that's the per preset switch we just set up for the multiplexer. Now you'll get a message stating, this global switch is currently controlled by a per preset override, shown at right. Save that preset. These changes are linked specifically to this preset, and if you don't save the preset, you will lose your foot switch override. Now it says MUX1 plus 1 where it previously said phaser 1. Also, there is a message in green stating override per preset number 1. Now if we switch to a different preset, the switch goes back to phaser 1. Go back to Jonathan's preset and it's back to MUX1 plus 1, but only for that preset. That's how we set up the per preset override. Okay, you've set up your vol pan, wall, and multiplexer blocks. You've even assigned a foot switch to control the multiplexer. For the amp block, we'll use the band commander in channel A. For channel A of the cab block, we'll use factory 1 number 957, a 2x12 double verb mic'd with a 57 in cab 1, panned left, and factory 1 number 1005, a 2x12 double verb mic'd with a 421 in cab 2, panned right. The delay block is using the ambient stereotype in channel A, with the mix dialed back to 4%. The reverb block is using the medium hall type, dialed back to 10%. Save that preset again. Now you're ready to try it out. But how does it work? Well, when you select this preset, the multiplexer block is set to channel A, which means no function for the expression pedal. Pump it back and forth and nothing happens. Now select the effects layout from the FM9 and you'll see the MUX plus 1 label where it usually says phaser 1. Press that foot switch, and now if you pump the expression pedal, you'll find that it's acting as a volume pedal. Press the MUX plus 1 foot switch again, and now you'll find that the expression pedal is acting as a wah pedal. Press it one more time, and the expression pedal becomes inactive again. And that is all within the same scene. I'll do a short demo for you. The combination of the multiplexer block and per preset overrides opens up a whole new area of things to play with in your fractal modeler. I'll upload this preset to AxeChange and I'll post a link in the description. Let me know how you're using the multiplexer and preset overrides in your own presets. Now, next Wednesday, we'll be going back to the factory for another preset of the week. You do not want to miss that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and I will talk with you next week.